guys, we're back playing Expendable, mission number 5.
What up?
We're gonna see if we can get this S plus one more again for all you guys. You like that? One more again. Look at all them experience points, baby. 119,000.
What level? I wonder if the
That's
level.
all from S plus.
I wonder if the level 72 translates over to campaign. I mean multiplayer.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good. Does it, guys? Does it?
Yeah, please let us know if it does.
Are we gonna be level 72 in multiplayer?
Or do we have to start from scratch?
Probably have to start from scratch, but we'll
Go
see.
figure.
We'll see. Well, guys, this is a loading screen.
Yeah.
Give you a little tutorial on the loading screens.
Didn't you say this kind of reminded you of some of the retro games?
Yeah. Like, I remember back in the day, man, when they would give you a loading screen with no font. Like, this is at least giving you tips with like some moving images on it. But I remember back when it just said loading in the bottom right hand side of the screen. It was just loading.
That's it.
No dots, just loading. That's all it said. You just sat there. Sometimes you would think the game was froze, so you would just turn it off and turn it back on again. It was bad. So much better now. Oh, see, I bet most people missed that intel.
Yeah.
All right. So again, if you watched our other videos, hopefully this doesn't sound too repetitive. But there's a lot of information that, like we said, may not get to everybody. Because somebody might just need to do this level, and they might not have watched any of the other S plus gameplays. So if it's repetitive, we are sorry, but we just want to make sure we cover it for everybody. So
People are probably sitting at their laptops going, "Why are you saying this again? Shut up!" We're sorry.
We're sorry, but we just got to make sure everybody gets the info.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the 4 things that we're judged on.
Yeah. Time, which we feel like is the most weighted
Right.
thing. Number of kills, number of deaths, and then
The items
collected.
Right. So, and we feel like that, like you said, the time is important and the items collected are probably important. But there's no science. We don't know exactly which ones are weighted. Bake, he's the guy responsible for all the gameplay, so you guys can thank him. I was editing at the time. He does a real good job. And but I know that he says sometimes, you know, he would get like, you know, 4 A's or different letters, right, for his different categories, and would still get S plus. Sometimes he would get better grades and not get S plus. So we don't know the science behind it.
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always tell when it's me playing because I play third-person shooters as if I was playing a first-person shooter. It's very rare that I take cover. I'm just a first-person guy. That's how I play.
And to get that Uncharted in you, baby.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you can always tell when it's me because I hardly ever use the cover system. Which I know people like you play third persons, and you said there was some.
There's some issues with the cover system. I think it's pretty obvious. We've even seen that in our comments. A lot of people would like to see the cover system a little bit tweaked, but you know, I don't know. We'll get into it when we do our review. I got a lot of things I want to talk about with my opinions of the game.
Zombie nest.
Zombie nest. So if you've watched our other S plus videos, you know that anytime you see a zombie, what we call a zombie nest, hang tight, kill as many of them as you can, because you don't want to sacrifice not killing them and then getting all the way to the end and looking at your score results and being like 10 or 15 kills short from your kill target. So kill them all.
Yeah, just go ahead and take a mental note. You know, you don't have to count 1 through 100 or 1 through 150, but just kind of know, okay, I killed 15 people in this area. I killed 17 people now. That way you have a gauge. You can kind of know where you stand.
Right, but never pass up the opportunity. And on some missions there are a healthy number of zombies, and even on some levels there is
Easter egg
is spots where you can get unlimited zombies, where they will just keep coming out forever. I think what level? The last level. Yeah, the last level, the last mission they did that on, near the end.
Right.
So, in those spots, hang tight as long as you can and make sure you've covered your bases with your kills.
And that brings up another point. Go ahead and use a smartphone or a watch or your computer, but have a timer with you when you're doing these. That way you kind of gauge how much time you can spend in these areas. Now, we use I believe we're using the Juggernaut now. I think we use that for the rest of the time period for the rest of the series.
Right.
They're just awesome when it comes to zombie nests.
Right.
Just taking down zombies, 1-2 kills.
And for hunters, you'll see that here in a minute.
Oh, God, yeah.
They're really good.
You take the fully automatic shotgun, couple that with a super soldier. I didn't know this until I kind of just found out by chance, but with the super soldier, the first 5 hits don't count. So what'll happen is you can have a hunter, you can have a tyrant come over there and try to stomp on you, but as long as you're in super soldier, they can't even touch you. You're impenetrable.
Yes.
And it gets good. That data took me a while to find.
But if you'd have had Spectre.
God, oh yeah. You wanna spill the beans on that? What the deal is with that?
Yeah, we had a comment earlier. What was the comment? What was his name?
Well, we're on
his channel name.
We're on the security cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy asked if we were going to do an intel, and we were like, well, we don't know, because we can't know 100% if we get every single intel, because there's no, like, 0 out of 1. And Dark Addict 19...
That's him, yeah.
He responded by saying, oh, hey, if you use Spectre and use item identification, you can find everything. So, shout out to him, thanks. We're all learning.
Right, that was a good move.
Yeah, here's a little thing right here. A couple ways you can approach this is another zombie nest. You need to go ahead and go to the garage door and open it because it's kind of on a timer. It kind of opens. It's one of those doors that opens really slowly. So what I like to do is use that grenade launcher and take out all the zombies, and then I'll go back and get my shotgun. Another way you could do it is use your shotgun to take out all the zombies, and then take the grenade launcher into the garage because we're going to be dealing with some liquor.
Favorite enemies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate those son of a. But yeah, excuse me. But yeah, the only problem that I have with that particular method is that I lose my shotgun and I can't get it back. The only thing I can do is kill Beltway, which is why I always keep him in my party. But he carries a pump action and not the fully automatic one. And the pump action doesn't do as well against hunters and tyrants. Or at least not as well as I would like. Now this, unfortunately, is one of those parts that it's one of those choke points. You have to kill them.
Right, you can't just run.
You can't. But there is a little strategy to make this as least painful as possible. And the idea here is to continue moving. I chose to do like a 360 kind of, or all the way around liquors. That way you're less likely to have that happen. You're less likely to be grappled. Because if you stand there, you're going to get grappled just time and time again.
Yeah.
And that's something we don't want.
Yeah, there's just a ton of these guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But these guys are a little tricky. You can see right there that he's on the ground kind of playing dead. Keep pumping. A couple rounds in them, double tap,
right,
if you will, and make sure that you're not getting red hit markers on your gun reticle.
Right.
Because if you are, then they're still alive. Because they'll get back up and put you in a grapple, infect you, and then there goes your S+ ranking, right? But yeah, those guys,
they're everywhere.
I still like. There's not as many of them. There you go, getting infected. There's not as many of them as there were the flood, but they take forever.
Yeah, they've been a cool enemy. I know you want them to be cool, but they've been a pretty cool enemy in the RE franchise. The Lickers.
Yeah, if you don't know, this is my first RE game.
So he's getting used to the RE universe.
And I know it's not even. Some people aren't even calling it a true RE game.
Right,
Resident Evil
they're
game.
just referring to it as like a spin-off. Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to see what Resident Evil 6 throws our way.
Oh yeah.
Here's another one of those doors that you need to go ahead and just go ahead and open it because it opens really slowly, and then worry about going and healing and resupplying and all that. And it's not shaving a lot of time off, but it is shaving 30 seconds to a minute here and there, and that kind of comes into play.
Now these next couple areas are a little bit tricky because you've got zombies, security soldiers, and hunters, right?
Right.
And sometimes they're all in the same area, so what do you focus on?
Well, when I come out of the garage, I kill the zombies, and I will kill this one Spec Ops guy. Go ahead and put him down. Don't use your perk right here. Try to save your perk because you're going to need it when we do a little ducking and dodging right here.
Ducking and dodging.
A little NCAA.
There you go.
Kind of, little see how good you can run kind of deal. But, so I kill that one Spec Ops guy, and then I use the cement and then the van. I throw on my perks so I'm impenetrable for a couple hits, right? Then I hit up this green herb, and then I just keep running. Just make it to the checkpoint because it's going to give you a cutscene.
Right.
And then all those Spec Ops guys go away. You don't have to worry about killing them. You don't have to worry about them killing you. You don't have to worry about wasting all your time. But they are going to drop you down with 4 hunters right here. And this can get really hairy really quickly because these guys are tough. Here's where the Juggernaut really is like at its true highest potential, because you get these hunters coming straight at you, and you got that fully automatic shotgun. You know, they're really only penetrable from the front. I wish we would have known this when we did our hunters video, which I can't. Stop squirming.
Stop squirming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we went in the hallway, which
right.
is a good method for getting them to face you one-on-one, like head-on. But the gun we were using, I think, again, was the heavy machine gun, which did okay. I think we had the incendiary round perk on, but this would have gotten the job done a whole lot quicker.
Right. Yeah, this you just can't go wrong. There are 2 herbs by the cop car. I would try to save one. Use one, but I would try to save one. That way you can go into the alleyway full health. Because it starts to get pretty tough.
Because they're still dropping the alley. You can outrun them though, I think, but if you get stuck.
Yeah, this one guy it kind of made it hard to find this intel because I used to focus on him and not the intel, and I'd run right past it every time.
Right.
But you can actually get that intel and keep on going. Then we're to our favorite gas station.
Regular gas
station.
Not
the 7-Eleven.
Did that Twinkie on, baby.
Yeah. Oh god.
All
right, here's my strategy with this. I feel like the Juggernaut is a good enough weapon to kill and take care of any hunters, right? So what I do is I try to get this grenade launcher and take out all the Spec Ops guys. That way, because they'll make you bleed, and then you attract a lot of zombies, and it's just a really big pain. So I try to get rid of these guys. You know, some people may prefer to go the other way around, take out the Spec Ops guys with their machine gun or Juggernaut, and then use the grenade launcher there on the hunters. I think we maybe do a combination of both right here. But I really wanted to make sure that I took out all the Spec Ops guys, because once they start bleeding, you start attracting the hunters, then you got Spec Ops shooting at you, and you got zombies coming in at you. It's just, that's when it gets really, that's one of those things that you just cannot have happen in this particular area. I think this is the same area we were talking about earlier, Stop Squirming. I think I actually do end up going into that.
Yeah, I think you do utilize our strategy with the different gun though.
Right. And here's the other thing about this. When you're out here in this particular section, know where an FA spray is, or like kind of post up wherever an herb may be.
Yeah, because you're gonna get hit, guys. Like you're gonna take damage. So like what he's saying, just be near an herb.
And just be conscious of where they're at. You know, you may come in here your first time and kind of freak out for a second because you may not know where they're at, but there's actually this little alleyway where the second piece of intel is. Herb, there's FA spray inside, the ammo box.
Mine. Yeah, this is gold mine right here.
Yeah, it's a nice place to kind of take cover, regroup a little bit. What is he doing?
Struck a match.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see them jump up on the gas station.
Oh yeah, man, they be beasting.
I didn't see that the first time, or even playing it for that matter. There's the Juggernaut. That's why we use that weapon.
It's beast, man.
It is just, it does wonders.
A couple of scragglers.
But yeah, the rest of this is just, you know, being patient. Try not to bite off more than you can chew. You're gonna get antsy and really want to jump in and go head on head with a couple of hunters. Because
remember, like, you know, in the back of your mind, you got to be thinking that your time is clicking. But there is enough time built into the target for you to spend a little bit of time here, though.
Right. Easily.
The minute you rush here, probably the minute that you're going to be starting the level over again and have to do it all over. So, like you said, just, you know, get your timer beside of you and check your time every now and again, and then be patient.
Yeah, very good point. Now, okay, this time there weren't Spec Ops that came out. Normally there's a group of Spec Ops that come out. Don't know why. Played this level like 8 or 10 times. 9 out of those 10 times Spec Ops group came out. I think it was because there were still some hunters roaming around. I can't tell you.
I know some of these games have trigger points where when you cross certain parts of the map, it will automatically spawn in certain enemies. Maybe you crossed that field of that field line,
right?
And you didn't know you did. and they came at you, and you've already killed them. So just keep that note in your brain.
Here's a bunch of zombies, and normally I would tell you to conserve your ammo, but at this point, just let it rip, because there's a bunch of ammo once you get through these hallways. Just have some fun right here. This is that one of those parts that why we play Resident Evil games.
Right.
To put a bunch of zombie blood and paint the walls with it.
Yep.
You know?
What's up, pimp?
Yeah, you gotta have some crimson heads.
He should have knocked, man. He should have knocked. He can't just come into my house.
Don't bust in the door like that. Well, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah, this is a place that you get infected a lot. Like, I got infected here a lot during the Let's Play when we first played.
Right.
Infection City, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where it gets tough, man. This Spec Ops. You're gonna have to bust through a bunch of Spec Ops right here. And then Spec Ops with the hunters, and it gets tough.
Oh yeah, I remember this because
no doubt
they're down.
No
oh
doubt.
yeah.
Now there's 3 to 4 Spec Ops in this first bus section. How you want to go about that? Normally I use my perk to take them out, but that's up to you. How confident do you feel? I mean, you may use a different perk than we do, but you can see if they get you in a melee situation, they can be pretty powerful.
Their melee's a beast, man.
OP maybe? No.
Because they'll hit you like 4 times, you know what I mean?
Right, and it's no, there's no counter.
You won't have any health left, man.
Oh, I love. I tell you what, though, that is a good feeling when you finally execute them.
Right.
Now, after I get rid of that little section, I always post up right here, right in front of this ammo box, and take out this guy on the rooftop because he's got a good line of sight for the rest of the level.
Yeah, he's kind of posted up top. Yeah.
And there's a little strategy to this. You see, there's one herb in front of me, and there's another herb to my right-hand side. Don't use them unless absolutely necessary, because this whole section, even as you progress, it stays available.
Right.
And you may need these herbs when we deal with the hunters.
Because you can backtrack, right?
You can backtrack, and you can even bring a hunter all the way back here.
Yeah, I think you. I don't know if you do that in this game, but I've seen you do that before.
I'm not sure, but yeah, they'll definitely. And then I like to hug this wall over by the statue. I feel like I get good position on these guys. I can actually pull out my shotgun, give them a little taste of the buckshot.
Blank them.
Yeah, that guy, he was kind of random. Normally you play these levels, you know, over and over, and the AI are so predictable. I say about 90% of the time you know exactly where they're at, and y'all will understand that once you start playing. You know, once you start trying to do these, even with these videos, I guarantee it's probably gonna take 1 or 2, 3, 4 times. Hopefully 3 or 4 times tops.
Right.
We don't want y'all to be
spending all night.
That's what we did, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we help you enough to where you don't have to spend all night.
Now, most people would, like, their instinct is just to go to the next checkpoint. Don't, though, because if you leave these guys up here by this truck, they'll continue to shoot you from the side when this next Spec Ops come, and then it's just, you know, they get a couple shots on you here and there, and then you turn around, you lose attention, they get you in a melee, bada bing, bada boom, you take another death.
Right. Don't want deaths.
Yeah. But,
there's the herb you talked about earlier.
Yeah. I want to, like I said, unless it's absolutely 100% necessary, leave that last herb if you can.
But if you notice that what we do is, when we get down to about half our energy, we always try to heal up, because half your energy in professional doesn't mean that you're I mean, you're talking 1 or 2 hits and you're dead from certain enemies, certain attacks. So half your energy, if you can heal up, go ahead and do that, guys.
This is the point where I like this is like the second to last big Spec Ops group, so I just go ahead and lay some grenades on them, kind of thin out the herd, because the next group is kind of spread out. These guys are really concentrated. It's just a good place to use them. But yeah, once you get this part done, you're kind of in the clear. Once you get past these Spec Ops guys, I mean, I wouldn't say in the clear. You still have some work to do, but I would say that the hardest part of the level is over. That's just my personal opinion. You know, you're gonna have to fight 2 tyrants here coming up. That may be the hardest part.
And some hunters, but
yeah, well,
we've got a method to the hunters.
Now here's the flamethrower. Go ahead and unlock it. Now what's gonna happen is, you know, they drop out of the sky, and usually you can't avoid them, and they take off like half your energy. Well, we finally figured out a way to do it. Run to the far left car, right where that Spec Ops guy is. Run, and you're gonna dive, and the plate is gonna drop on the right hand side. And you'll see he doesn't take out any attention.
Right.
or damage, and you have to go back around because where you just dove is where another hunter falls. So if you keep going forward, then you're gonna get pulverized. Hang a left after that second police car, and you'll find the third hunter appears. He doesn't drop out of the sky; he comes out of that alleyway, and just hunt him down with that perk. The key to these hunters is to find one of them and stay on them.
Right.
Don't find one, he kind of runs away, and then go start working on another one. The key is to focus all of your attention on one guy.
Right.
That way, you're not having half guys, because 3 guys or 3 hunters following you around is a lot easier than 4 half damaged. Right.
Boom.
So you get 1 or 2 of them down. You should always get the first guy down, but then you flip over to the flamethrower and just beast with the flamethrower. I mean, I think this is the only part in the entire game that actually uses it. Do you remember another part?
During our Let's Play, we used it from the first level. We found it and had a little bit of fun with it. But
yeah, a little fun with it.
That's the only time we've used it.
My problem with those special weapons is they don't have enough bullets, and then you can't get ammo for them. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they're designed to do, because they're I guess considered the strongest in the game, so that they have to keep it balanced by not allowing you to refill them and to only put them sparsely throughout the game. But grenade launcher is like that thing in Resident Evil games that's like the iconic like weapon is the grenade launcher and the flamethrower. So they're always good to see, but they typically unless you, I think in some of the Resident Evil games, I think in Resident Evil 5 you could get like infinite ammo. You can just beast through with a grenade launcher.
I wish they had infinite ammo in this game.
But yeah, they're always fun to see.
Now you'll see I left the Juggernaut, because if you try to go, I mean, you can, and props to you, you're probably a better player than I am. It gets hard running up there and trying to, because there's so much cover and they're so far away. It's hard to kill them with a shotgun. So I would advise switching over to an automatic weapon and just taking your time killing these guys, because I can't tell you how many times I got done with the 4 hunters and I'd be like, yes, finally I can go take care of the tyrants now, and then the spec ops guys would kill me,
take you out, yeah,
on my way to the tyrant. And it's a pain to sit here and play 30 minutes.
I think this is when you couldn't find your gun. You were like,
yeah,
where's my gun? I need this for the next part of the game.
Oh yeah. Okay, did I ever
find it?
I find it?
Yeah, you find it. It's kind of, you kind of passed it already. It's coming up here.
Oh man, I was
because you need it. Like that was part of your strategy.
That is definitely part of the strategy. I remember you were sitting there kind of giggling.
I was like, man, your time's running out. You were like, man, I gotta find this gun. I was like, you need to get booking, kid. We got 2 tyrants to take out.
Yeah.
So now explain to them, because I know that you're gonna. I think this is. Well, I'll tell you what. I won't say it yet because I don't know if you're gonna do it.
What?
With the grenade launcher?
No, I don't on this one, because I'm afraid of losing my Juggernaut.
Right.
There is.
I think a lot of viewers might go, "Why didn't you pick up the grenade launcher?"
Yeah, there is a grenade launcher that some people they'll hop over the fence and use the grenade launcher. I was freaking out right here because I got infected.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't have any antiviral spray. But then I was like, we're at the very end of this level. Are you kidding me?
Here's us running around trying to.
This is me freaking out.
Trying to find.
I wish.
And then I think we were like, no, there's one where the tyrants are.
Yeah.
There's one. I think there's one down in there.
Yeah. So that's a good trick. Use an herb or some FA spray. To kind of give yourself some time. Now what I should have done is taken a left immediately and got the antiviral spray, but my head was thinking checkpoint.
Right.
So, but he's going to pick you up, and hopefully you've already done this before. But I was freaking out, man, because our health is going down. You got to shoot him in the head with a pistol.
Shoot him in the face.
That kind of gets hard, and then we had to go find it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Right there in front of that dump truck. And it's all good from here.
Oh
baby.
God!
Now how many?
It did suck because I had to use an herb.
Now how many herbs are here? I know there's one, and there's one by where he fell at. There's 2, and then there's maybe a 3rd one.
I'm thinking I know of 3, 4 tops though.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to come in here with some FA spray, as well. But I had to use that. But this is This is where the Juggernaut. This is why we keep the Juggernaut all the way through the game. It gets awesome. Now you can see he just jumped right on top of us, but using that Super Soldier, you're immune to any of his attacks.
Right, it's awesome.
Yeah, and you can't go wrong. You're just putting buckshots in the dude's head.
And sometimes the Tyrant will pick up your teammates, and you can get a ton of hits.
Yeah, you can unload a couple clips.
Which is probably one of the reasons why we pick up our teammates, is because most of the time you can use them to your advantage.
That's a good point. You saw I tried to heal a teammate. I don't know what was going through my head. Try not to heal a teammate unless you're using your perk. Now here's the point he was talking about earlier.
Oh, get some, son. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you also have to keep an eye on your health, because I didn't realize at this point how low I was. I didn't realize how powerful their fist.
Yeah, there's the other guy.
Fist attack was. But use the perk when you're immune to heal your teammates. You know, that way, because they provide a really good distraction and kind of keep the tyrants off of you for a little while. So you use that. So even if a tyrant was to come over here, I think normally he would have kind of pushed me over right then.
It wouldn't have hurt you.
Right, it doesn't. And right there, he just went right through me. So.
Right. And there's no point in you picking up a teammate, guys, if you then take a death.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're wasting your time, and you might not get the S+.
Now, ideally, you would. The strategy would be to keep up with the original tyrant, like the first guy that you start working on, and then to keep up with him even when the second guy comes in. Because right now we're battling two tyrants. One probably has half damage and the other guy has full damage, and we don't know who we're working on.
And you want to get rid of the first one as quick as you can.
Right.
This makes the odds a little bit favorable for you that you won't die and that you can kill the other one quicker, because all the fire is focused on one enemy.
No, I think at this point we just start playing kind of like a ring around the rosy with the
yeah,
bus.
We've totally lost who has less damage. Oh, yeah. Beast. Oh.
I know we were sitting there, you're like, was it that guy or was it that guy?
Yeah. Oh, he's down.
Oh, I can't tell you how relieved when the first guy goes down, because then it truly is downhill. It's just patience.
Right.
Running around the bus.
Because this is the end. You know, once we defeat him and go in the door, that's it.
Now this is awesome. When you do get him one-on-one, just straight in your face, and you have that perk on, he will pick you up. That's the only bad thing. So I would suggest keep kind of shuffling left or right so he doesn't pick you up. But you can't go wrong with that perk.
Yeah, it's a good perk.
I think we've said that in every video.
Yeah.
But I mean, it works for us.
Right. Everybody's got their favorite characters, and that Lupo just seems to be one that we have taken a liking to. She's a good all-around player for us, and so we've pretty much played our entire game with her.
Here's the other thing: is you can do like the backwards walk, because you don't have to aim. Like if you were with a lightweight machine gun or any other automatic weapon, it's hard to aim like that, because you normally have to you can't hit fire and walk backwards. You get what I'm saying?
You're walking slower, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. At least you're walking at regular speed then.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom in the face.
And this is, if you feel confident doing this, is another good place to do the tyrant kill, the hat trick.
Yeah. Yep.
So as soon as you get that prompt to reach the umbrella safe house, bust it over to the door. Don't worry about healing anybody. Look at that, 2 A's and 2 S's, and we still get the S+. So we don't know exactly. We even didn't get all the intel. So
we don't know, guys.
Good luck.
Our target kills is 137.
Yeah, hit or miss. We don't know, guys. But good luck to you. We hope this helped.
And we'll see you on mission 6.
Yes, which is redemption.
See you guys.
Woo!
Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for trophies and achievements, just click on the icons in the top left.
You can always find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Links are in the description. Just let us know what you think and definitely what you want to see next.
And aside from those sticky notes, there's always that miscellaneous box full of random content, but you never really know what you're going to get.
And hey, if you like what we do, subscribe. Thanks.